All right. Hello and welcome back after a long excuse me, a long time. This won't be my normal time slot, early in the afternoon, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, but I was able to squeeze it in as I said in the description, and I wanted to do this, see how long I can go for, and I'm excited for this list. I'm always excited to be back, excited for Unnatural Dinosaurs. There's an unnatural amount of power coming out with the namesake, Unnatural Growth. I've never really tried it much. Started grinding with it last night and today before I started here, but my oh my, that is crazy. 1 and 4 green at the beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn. Things get big quick. Basically just make Carnage Tyrant 14-12, Ghalta 24-24 is pretty insane, but making even these little dinosaur tokens a 6-6, Regisaur Alpha an 8-8, Shifting Ceratops of course gets absolutely massive. To kind of tie in with doubling the power, I've opted for Heraldic Banner today. Most every dino, and I have used Heraldic Banner in the past, but most every dino is the color green at least. So we play it, we choose green, we can tap to add 1 mana of green or whatever the chosen color is, and then creatures we control of the chosen color get +1/+0. So basically everything gets pumped up, and then super duper value with Unnatural Growth when their power is also doubled. It's been working out pretty good. It's harder to interact with ramp than a creature, a planeswalker, a little bit more stable, so that's why I like this Topiary Stomper. That's been an all-star as well for ramp, and of course Marauding Huntmaster for that cost reduction. Now they may not survive. If they do, of course we're really gonna go off, but could potentially save them with Tamiyo safekeeping there. Wow, that is very, very exciting. Sometimes, I don't have a dino to accelerate out on turn 3 if I was going to play one of these guys on turn 2. So sometimes if I suspect removal, I'll wait, play my 2 lands, wait until turn 3, play a third one. Then I can play one of these guys, and then I at least have a mana up to protect it with Tamios. Then the following turn, it's still sticking around and I can slam, Regisaur Alpha, something like that, maybe Shifting Ceratops, but oftentimes it is Regisaur Alpha there. Mana base, that's pretty crazy. I haven't eaten my vegetables. For you guys that keep me honest with a variety of other lands here. A bunch of basics, as I like to do often. If I have something, at least one thing that is searching for basics, which Topiary Stomper here does. 1 mountain, 5 forest, just because Unnatural Growth requires forest. So I really want to make sure green is as consistent as possible without ruining things too much for the red side. But 20 lands, pretty crazy. Still seems to do the trick. Enough ramp with Marauding Huntmaster, Heraldic Banner, Topiary Stomper. That's a pretty fantastic package right there. As long as I get to 3, which is always very consistent with 20, off to the races. Things definitely work out. A little bit less chance to flood as well. Sideboard, well, nothing fancy. Brotherhood's End to deal with artifacts, creatures and planeswalkers, anything super aggressive. Ripjaw Raptor, that's lovely stuff. We got Brotherhood's End, which does damage to each creature, so a little bit extra value with Ripjaw, or Reckless Rage, of course. Continues to do the trick whenever I bring it in, and bring in Reckless and Ripjaw. Just pinging that and drawing more cards. Not a whole lot of card draw, no card draw to start off with. Sometimes it's a little iffy, a little bit rough, but gets the job done. Rampaging Frostodon, I faced a little bit more Selesnya Angels. I just wanted to bring it in a bit better of an aggressive option than maybe some other dinos. It can really chip away and do the trick as it has done in the past, but I say we just jump into things, see how it goes, in Diamond at the moment. I was bouncing around in Diamond, so hopefully the streaks are a little bit better. Hopefully they go good. Just gonna check one thing quickly. Okay. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna do. That's gonna do. I can work with that. I've definitely seen a lot worse today, especially this morning. It was nuts. Oh, we're off to the races here. So, if Huntmaster dies, it likely will against what seems to be Rakdos. We've got 3, like I said. As long as we get to 3, you know, we can play Heraldic Banner, Topiary. Oh, we're looking pretty good. But of course, I'll go Topiary Stomper. That's definitely the better option. We get it down eventually. We'll be able to attack with it a little bit sooner. We pull a land from the deck and, oh, I don't know. Well, no, we're going to be taking out Liliana, fortunately. So this looks like a pretty darn good start, I must say. Regisaur Alpha, of course, this little token gives it haste, and we drop this. Sets them back a bit. They have to definitely take out somebody. Heraldic Banner and Ghalta next turn. Oh, it's going to be devastating. Oh my goodness. I'm liking the looks of this. Ooh, massive damage. Absolutely. Shieldred probably wants to block somebody else. But, yeah, that's what they have to do. So we do take her out. We're left with, you know, those nice bodies are down to 1. We have a pretty good chance, about the best chance we could possibly have, to have to take out both bodies or take out one. Well, there we go. Hey, Vitor, how's it going? How's it going? Long time no talk. Hopefully all is well with you, and certainly all is well with me after that game. But Rakdos, scary stuff. Shifting Ceratops, yeah. Well, there's nothing blue related. Usually I switch Shifting and then bring Rip Giant whenever it's Rakdos. A little bit better with that 5 toughness there. Brotherhood's End, actually, I've been loving quite a bit. And speaking of Brotherhood's End, Unnatural Growth, maybe I don't want to attack with Marauding or Huntmaster, but double the power and toughness. So doubling Marauding's toughness and Huntmaster's toughness does bring them up so that they don't die to Brotherhood's End. Of course, we would still have to attack with a little bit, but if I do it on the second main phase with this, boom, these guys are now safe because of Unnatural Growth. So that's a neat little thing I'm looking forward to. I haven't run into that scenario quite yet, but I'm looking forward to that. Now, cut Huntmaster though? Nah, I think I'll cut Huntmaster. Now let's do that. 3 Huntmasters. Yes, I was super pleased with that. Making it with Midjourney, the AI art generator. Took me 10, 12 tries, but it is exceeded my expectations. Crazy. Definitely unique, that's for sure. Yeah, it looks good. It's nice seeing my 1 Lair of the Hydra. Of course, gotta watch out for Fatal Push. 1 black, we make Lair of the Hydra a creature, and then we lose Lair of the Hydra. But I'm just happy I haven't seen Thoughtseize yet. They certainly would have gotten rid of Heraldic Banner there. Oh, they're stumbling in the land department. I am not upset about this. Not one bit. Oh, yeah, I think they're feeling pretty bad now. Let's get Regisaur, the token. Maybe they have a Fatal Push for that. I expected, unfortunately, but we got Regisaur, that's nice. Hopefully nothing else for this. Ooh, Bedevil. Darn. 3 Ghalta's kind of rough, I must say. Now let's use up as much mana as possible. Get that first Unnatural Growth down. Maybe play the next one. Next turn potentially. Not too good, not too good. Getting a little bit rough here. That's all right, though. Hopefully we get a body sometime. You just never know what you're going to draw. Anybody. Ooh, okay, good. That's actually quite wonderful. Oh, a 10-10, look at that. Absolutely insane. Of course, we'll likely save it. I'm sure they'll kill it with something. Oh, you want to try? Oh, I don't think so. Not today. Okay, and then we should... but we should be able to get Ghalta next turn. If we can't play Ghalta to start, Ripjaw is going to become a 10-10. Oh, what the heck? Again, you just never know. Huh. We can make Ghalta or Ripjaw 2020 if we played the other Unnatural Growth. Now, either way, Bone Crusher has to block, so we'll just get Ghalta. That's where it's at. That's just pretty fantastic. Nasty. A 10-10 doesn't have trample, so it is chump blocked into oblivion, but I mean, that's still pretty good and scary. I don't expect they would want to take 10, ever. They may be okay taking 5, but 10's a little much. I just have to hope they don't have Fatal Push, of course. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself. Oh, Carnage Tyrant. Well, that's what I want to be doing. This might be lights out on their chances. Oh, they missed the Fatal Push. I think they could have killed Ripjaw before. I'm not sure, but I feel they could have killed Ripjaw before I was able to play Ghalta at some particular moment. Oh, Shieldred is... Yep. Boom. What a way to start. They didn't have quite enough removal. Ghalta was about to become... well, the first Unnatural Growth would make it a 26, 24, and then the second Unnatural Growth I played would have made it a 52, 48 trample. That's pretty unnatural to me. Okay. That's a good start, I must say. Taking down one of the classic, fantastic top decks of the format, Rakdos Midrange. Shieldred isn't so scary when it has to block something as big as Ghalta, and then still we get through quite a bit of damage with the Queen. Ooh. But definitely, I do, going back to your comment, Vitor, the thumbnail certainly looks unnatural and eye-catching, and the card I'm using today, well, maybe going forward, Unnatural Growth. Oh, and this is a pretty fantastic hand, I must say. We got 3 lands, Marauding, Topiary Stomper. We should be able to get something down eventually. Looking like something Fires of Invention related. Definitely. Something with enchantments. I don't have anything specifically that deals with enchantments. I just, again, haven't really faced it enough to warrant, I feel. Almost non-existent. Greasefang, again, almost basically not around. Mono Blue Spirits. Yeah. Those decks are all about as common. Same. Some air went down the wrong tube. My goodness. Yeah, those 3 decks are all about the same commonality-wise, I guess you could say. Ghalta next turn if they don't take out anybody. Topiary for 2, and then Ghalta for 2. We'd be left over with 1, but maybe Carnage Tyrant. We'll see. I'd be surprised if both of these things still live through something. They're going to do something to someone. I bet. I don't think Enigmatic... Oh, Nylia's something for 3. Deputy of Detention, maybe. Ah, yes. Skyclave is good. Skyclave is good. Oh, I guess this is good too. I'm surprised they didn't take out Marauding. Okay. Well, we still get Ghalta. That's fine by me. My goodness. They goofed up there. Definitely. Whew. All right. Even if, you know, everything dies, we still would get Carnage Tyrant next turn, which is quite fantastic. 2 Fires of Invention. Interesting. Well, Enigmatic is going to sacrifice one of them. Or bounce. Both fires to play some more stuff from their hand and do some shenanigans. Hopefully everybody survives. Not too worried at the moment. A little bit too late to exile Marauding Raptor there. Just checking I could play Marauding plus Carnage Tyrant. Should be able to take out Kenrith with Ghalta here. I would imagine they'll double block with enough. Ah, I see. Interesting. Okay. Would have been nice to attack with Topiary, but, you know, Yorion could have blocked that. Kenrith would have blocked to 3/3. It just didn't make a whole lot of sense. Now, if we can get that Unnatural Growth, I mean, we'll be off to the races. That will one-shot him. That'd be pretty fantastic. Carnage Tyrant to 14-12 with Unnatural Growth. Also, very scary stuff. Eventually. What are they thinking? It's nice that they sacrificed the Fires of Invention, but probably get back some... Oh, nothing. Huh. Very interesting. So Kenrith to power up a bunch of them. Yorion. What would make the most sense? So they can put you can put 3 counters on something, which swing for the fences, maximum aggression, damage, power, get her done. Imagine that, yeah, they'll definitely want to take out Carnage Tyrant. I thought they might want to take out Ghalta, which, I mean, is pretty fantastic. We do have a second copy in hand, so it wouldn't be totally bad. Okay, gain a bunch of life, I see. That seems alright. Had to clear the field eventually, somehow. And we should be able to probably punch through next turn if they don't do a whole lot. They got to do something fairly drastic. Either gain some life with Kenrith there, play some sort of creature. 19 trample damage. 21 in total. It's got to be an uphill battle. I guess Kenrith is going to bring somebody back. I forgot about that point. Oh, he's not. Oh, no, they need black. Aha. Interesting. Oh, and Shifting Ceratops as well, which not everybody can block. Only Kenrith and the Goblin can block that. So I think we're looking pretty good here. Hopefully. Hopefully no Leyline Binding on Ghalta. Oh, I jinxed myself. Darn. Well, that's not good. Well, still pretty scary amount of damage. Right, they're finally taking out Carnage Tyrant. And I'm taking out Kenrith too, which is pretty fantastic. But definitely take out Omnath as not letting that guy live. That's for sure. Kind of rough. Could be difficult. Might get my single copy of Boseiju. I could take out Leyline Binding, get Ghalta back at the end of their turn, something. Hopefully whatever they have isn't too nasty. Ooh. Oh yeah, and then stealing it with actually no, Coma. Yeah, we might be okay. We've got might be able to do it. They only have a total of 9 toughness total to block. So I would still have been dead anyways. I think. Ah, yes. Okay, okay. I forgot about the tapping part. Oftentimes I'm just used to them sacrificing the serpent and then giving Coma indestructible. All is not lost yet. But it is going to be pretty rough. Hopefully they tap down Ghalta maybe at the start of our turn, and then we can play the second copy and still be able to attack easily. I don't really want to take 6. Yeah, well, we'll stop that. That's going pretty low, down to 4. Very scary stuff. Let's see when they tap Ghalta. Well, that's going to be it. Possibly. Nah, we can't bust through that, unfortunately. We pretty much have to get an Unnatural Growth, or it's probably all over at this point now that they have Coma. Oh yeah, definitely over. What am I thinking? Look at all those big, nasty bodies. Oof. Scary stuff. Okay. Enchantments. Well, something more aggressive. Rampaging Ferocidon. That has done the trick in the past, and I just want to go as fast as possible with this thing. Protecting them, Tamios, against Coma's tapping. Of course, that could have helped win us the game. Stopping Leyline Binding from stealing somebody or something. Yeah, you know what? I'll keep Rampaging Ferocidon out. Don't have a whole lot of interaction. Keep the nice ramping package with Marauding and Huntmaster there. I think we'll do pretty good. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Not quite. Maybe if I had 3 lands, Huntmaster, Topiary Stomper, Heraldic Banner, something like that. Ooh, that's definitely better. It's nice seeing a copy of Ghalta. Even though I have 4 copies of the Queen, I still don't see her too often. And I almost messed up there. I've got to make sure I have a source of red untapped on turn 2. And there the Hydra has to be one of the first 2 lands. Otherwise that really would have messed us up there. Now we still get Topiary Stomper even if they take out Huntmaster with Stomp from Bone Crusher Giant. I think Fires of Invention often uses Bone Crusher Giant. Pretty sure. Okay. Good stuff. They definitely don't have a whole ton of interaction. I'm certainly going to go Shifting Ceratops, get as much total power as possible. Just a little bit more. Potentially seeing Ghalta next turn and possibly lethal if we get a land. We go Topiary, Ghalta, boom, dead. So I got to be at least a little bit worried. That'd be pretty sweet. Deafening Clarion. Okay, well, they only take out one thing, so it's not that bad. And we're at 4. We go Huntmaster plus Topiary still. And they still have to be very, very scared. They gotta do something quick. Even if they swept, we still could attack with Lair of the Hydra, even though it would be only a 3/3. A sweeper. Okay, I think we might have them here. Well, shifting. I guess Skyclave Apparition. Yes, going to exile Shifting Ceratops, unfortunately. Heraldic Banner. Oh, that's going to not quite get us there. Eventually it will. Next turn. Next turn. I hope. Oh man, they dodged a bullet. They had the exact perfect thing. They had to take out Huntmaster there and... Ooh, Leyline Binding. Oh, the banner. Okay, that's not a total loss. Deputy, okay, yeah, that might do it for us here, unfortunately. Yeah, we're not coming back from that. We are close. So close. But that Deafening Clarion. Darn. 1 turn. If Huntmaster would have survived 1 turn, that's alright. You just never know. Again, things did start off quite positively, taking down Rakdos. I imagine to see Rakdos at least a couple times. Every so often, it's back-to-back, maybe 3 in a row, but it's still varied. All kinds of crazy stuff. You just never know. Always different. I think I faced Mono Blue Spirits back-to-back once, which was insane. Is it Phoenix? Actually, I've been seeing a bit of a resurgence, and certainly this hand is lovely. Oh yes, definitely. Incarnation, very fantastic toolbox type deck. I love it. Does a lot of crazy stuff. You see a wide range of cards with that type of deck. And I did speak of Selesnya Angels being a little more common, so having the 4 Rampaging Frostodon, of course, I'm feeling pretty good right now. Heraldic Banner plus Marauding? Maybe. I'm going to go Marauding plus Shifting. Regisaur Alpha next turn. Actually going to attack with Shifting. If I took out either one of these things, I would be happy because that would slow down their game plan quite a bit. They might just pop off. Oh yeah, no shame. No shame whatsoever, especially because I don't have any dedicated enchantment, hate, destruction. Yeah, it's just not super common. Definitely Wandering Emperor I wouldn't have expected to see. And so, oh, there's Unnatural Growth. Okay. Things are getting interesting here. I could go Heraldic for 3, I'd be left with 2, wouldn't be able to play Regisaur Alpha. Having Tamios might be pretty nice. Possibly Unnatural Growth next turn as well. I'll just attack with Marauding Raptor. See what they do. I didn't think either would block, but I imagine they're going to want to do something to someone here. so be able to save whatever they target. Or of course they just barf a bunch of angels and Kyla's reconstruction. Kayla's, however you pronounce it. Very scary stuff. Oh, we're done. Nuts. 14, 20. I mean, it's pretty bad. We'll see, we'll see. I could do some disgusting stuff with Unnatural Growth there. Yeah, that might be it. Oh yeah, I forgot about the angel. We're not busting through that. No siree. I'm just, yeah, happy. Rampaging Frostodon, that's coming in 100%. Not a whole lot of targeted interaction. I mean, there is the potential for a Skyclave apparition. For the most part, it's just they want to barf their angels. So I am going to prioritize Rampaging Frostodon here, big time. Could probably cut Tamios. I mean, we did see the Wandering Emperor, but I don't think there's probably the full playset of that. Maybe just a couple copies. So things in general probably are pretty safe. I may not need to protect them. Yeah, let's do that. Gotta make space somewhere for the absolutely key card of key cards against this deck. A little bit early interaction, yeah, that can do the trick. Reckless Rage, possibly. Unnatural Growth to bust through, but if we're stopping them from gaining life anyways, they're not going to be that big with Rampaging. Let's cut Unnatural Growth just in case. Bring a little bit of that early interaction with Reckless Rage, and sometimes just taking out that first key angel might do the trick. I might not have Rampaging Frostodon, that might have killed it. And just slowing down the pain train is good. And this hand definitely looks good. We got 3 lands. Reckless, Marauding, Shifting. Oh, and Lair of the Hydra. We're off. We're off. Yep. I don't think a play Shifting. We'll see if they play a creature. Giada, of course, is dead on sight. Bishop of Wings. That's a toughie. Let's see. You know what? I'm not too worried. They'd only play 1 angel next turn. Let's apply a bit of pressure with Marauding, and we have Shifting down. We'll kill whatever angel they play this turn. They gain a bit of life, 4, fortunately, but there. I'd rather take out Righteous Valkyrie than the Bishop of Wings, definitely. Right, that feels pretty good. I'm surprised they didn't block Shifting with that token there. Save themselves a little bit. Skyclave, it's going to be a little bit slow. We still have 1 Shifting, and we got Regisaur. Oh, another Shifting. Make everybody big. Attack with both Shiftings and Marauding. Let's do this. Make Marauding as big as possible. To take it out, they'd have to double block it. Bishop would block the token, so I'm not going to bother there. Okay. I'm just happy they haven't gained too much life. Hopefully we get a Rampaging Frostodon soon. But we took out the Righteous Valkyrie at the right time. Oh, yeah, just keep killing it. Don't ask questions. Thank you, Reckless Rage. Definitely. Oh, there we go. Lovely, lovely stuff. Probably everybody has to block. Again, blocking, or math is for blockers, yes. It was on the tip of my tongue there. That's got to do it. Mostly. We get a nice 4/4 back, which is pretty decent still. At least Marauding Raptor doesn't kill that little thing. Usually it's something decently sized, and it does survive that Marauding Raptor ping. Oh, goodness. Okay, they're only up to 13. That's not too bad. It's pretty bad, but it's not... Well, no, that's pretty bad. What am I thinking? All right, let's see what happens. Wish I had something that gave double strike, trample, tamer battle rage. That'd be pretty good. Well, just have to hope they don't. Well, that will do it. Yeah, I didn't prioritize Rampaging Frostodon. I figured maybe I would get it later. Had the Reckless Rage, some nice interaction, but they clawed their way back. Almost had him. Possibly could have, mulliganed a little bit more aggressively. But yeah, it just looked like a good enough starting hand. That's all right. Now, if I faced Angels back to back, something would be up. Maybe. Smoke CSL. Something black related. Mono black. I've been facing, I guess, a decent amount of mono black. I guess if you play enough, you see lots of stuff. Enough. Might seem to be more prevalent than it actually is. Ugh. It's not the craziest turn possible from mono green devotion here, but still quite scary. Saving grace is it doesn't interact too much, so we got a chance. It is nice seeing Carnage and Ghalta pay off for when we do ramp. Heraldic? Nah, you know what? Let's go Marauding, plus shifting, and then Ghalta next turn. Don't waste any time. Don't give them any more ramp by taking out the old growth troll. I mean, things might be over already with Storm the Festival. Not sure why they said oops. Oh, they got a bad manners. We got a bad manners mono green. Yeah, Portal to Phyrexia tends to do the trick, I must say. Rampaging Frostodon. Yeah, I do like that. Mono green, again, they don't interact much at all, so cut Tamios, bring in Rampaging, or some interaction, whatever, but I do like Rampaging because they got a decent amount of little things. If we get it down early, it could do enough, chip away, but yeah, let's just try and go as fast as possible. This definitely looks to be the case. 3 lands, 2 Marauding, shifting, Regisaur. That could be pretty nasty. Ooh, and Unnatural Growth. Of course, choose Karplusan Pathway. I'm always trying to keep in mind with Unnatural Growth, again, requiring 4 sources of green. Making sure I get as many as possible. Ooh. Yeah, definitely has to be shifting. Regisaur next turn. That's going to be good. Let the old growth troll attack us, possibly. That would definitely be quite nice. Ooh, Nykthos. Again. Ouch. Haven't actually faced a whole lot of mono green. Come to think of it. Either way, they pop off and there's nothing you can really do. Doesn't really matter what you're playing. They're just gonna do their stuff. Certainly get this Regisaur Alpha. If we get that 5th land next turn for Unnatural Growth, I would be quite happy with that. That'd be pretty overpowering for them. 10-8, 8-8, 6-6, 4-6. Yeah, just keep doing some damage. They might barf a whole bunch. Nykthos could tap for 8 this turn. Another Portal to Phyrexia, of course. Something like that. Phew. Okay. Storm the Festival. Okay. Grabbing something. Being able to play a wide range of stuff. They still have 7 floating. Hence. Just a bunch of old growth trolls and cats and elves. Oh, Carnage Tyrant as well. Now, another Regisaur Alpha. Might still be able to get the job done. If we get that 5th land we're waiting on for Unnatural Growth there. Now the question is, applying pressure. And we would mostly be dead next turn anyways. I'll hold everybody back. And we'll see what they do. And we could take out SO. They're feeling pretty good about themselves. Again, still able to play a lot of stuff. Okay, we'll see what happens. Ugh, that's not looking too good. That's a lot of ramp. I really don't think it's right that the enchantment, the old growth troll, they still get the devotion because it's not the actual creature. But yeah, nasty stuff still happens. Yeah, that's mono green for you. It's gonna do it because sometimes there's nothing you can do. Pretty surprised they got that Portal to Phyrexia, but perhaps this player has been facing lots of creature-based stuff. There certainly is probably a pretty big majority, but just having that Portal to Phyrexia to start with, I mean, not even having to use Karn. I imagine they don't have too many copies of it, but it certainly came down at the appropriate time. Morrises. Yeah, it was kind of slow. One mulligan. Ooh, I like that a little bit better. Slightly. A little rougher, but we see Huntmaster and Marauding, so it's quite nice. Hopefully at least that 3rd land protect. Oh, back-to-back mono green. Okay, that's to be expected. Very common. Very fantastic. Maybe elves, potentially. Okay. Nothing too crazy, turn-wise for them. Possibly next turn, Carnage Tyrant. Depending if we get that next land, of course that would be lovely. Swing with that thing, maybe a turn after, followed up with Unnatural Growth there. I don't imagine all of them would block, no. One of them's going to block the human token there. Oh. Okay, nice little bit of damage. Still kind of rough contending with the Lovestruck Beast. Of course, having a sweeper to take out all the little things and the 3/3 lands that Nissa makes here. That's pretty nasty stuff. Not sure why they didn't attack with that little human. Don't exactly need Ghalta at the moment. Ooh, that could do it. That could do it. Yeah, no, we're not busting through that. No siree. I'm going to bring in Brotherhood's End and Reckless Rage. Use that sleeper, take out their dorks, any little creatures, not having to worry about Lovestruck Beast attacking us if they don't have 1/1. They can only block, which still isn't great, but a little bit less on the aggression side of things. And this, I mean, there is a lot of lands, but still seeing Huntmaster should get some payoff. Very good chance to see a payoff. More lands, nuts. Darn. Shoot. Oh, I never seen that play before in my life. Definitely keep Boseiju there. They'll play that Nykthos eventually, or if they put multiple enchantments that ramp on the same land. Non-basic land. Okay, I thought we could destroy any land. That's alright, that's alright. But we'll definitely save Boseiju for when they do drop Nykthos. Like the looks of that. Unnatural Growth next turn. Nice. Rampy. Topiary Stomper, of course, for 2. We still have 2 left over for that Boseiju. Possibly could have gone Brotherhood's End, but I'm going to keep the ramp hopes alive. Might use Brotherhood's End, especially if they drop some more dorks this turn. Ooh, I might do it. Hopefully no Storm the Festival, but... Oh. Nuts. Rather than Nykthos, there's a storm. Storm's a brewing. That tends to do it. That tends to do it. Yeah. Hey, Droll Disco, how's it going? Hopefully all is well, at least a little bit better than, well, my time against Mono Green, back to back. Both times rough, hit or miss. Sometimes more miss than hit, but it's still a good time. I was looking for an edge, and specifically against that deck. Burning Hands, always on the back burner, you could say. 1 in a red, 6 damage to a permanent, if it's green. Creature or Planeswalker, 2 damage to everything else. I always wondered about that, but really, there's not much you can do. They do so much different stuff. You try to hate on one angle, and then they just pop off playing a bunch of other things some different way. So much ramp, so many creatures. It's tough to keep them down, that's for sure. It's one of the top decks for good reason. But definitely looks pretty good, this hand at least. Topiary turn 3, get us to 4. Hope to get to 5. Excuse me. I think I could go for a nap. I've been up for, well, a little while. But yeah, we'll at least get to 4 with, oh, okay. There we go. We got to 5, of course, grabbing a 4. Hopefully no counter spell. Nuts, I jinx myself. Censor. I played this too much. Wasn't exactly sure what was going on, but I could have suspected that. Worth a try. Of course, I had another copy of Topiary Stomper. Hopefully they don't have another make disappear. Darn. Well, we're drawing out those counter spells. That's always rough. You know what? Let's try for Huntmaster. They can't censor it, make disappear. We have enough leftover mana to be able to play it, and just hope it survives. Not. Hey, they got to run out of gas at some point. Eventually. It's someday here. Okay, let's try for that Unnatural Growth. See what happens. Possibly could have played shifting and attacked with it, but I want to keep drawing stuff out. Okay. I think Marauding should be safe. Yes, good. Good stuff. Definitely nice being able to go shifting afterwards. Don't have to worry about all the many counter spells that they have, that they've used, and then maybe next turn Unnatural Growth. Possibly Carnage Tyrant. Hopefully not a sweeper, of course. That's always not fun. Hopefully it's 0 top 2 bottom. They're digging for that sweeper. Cross my fingers. 2 top 0 bottom. They probably have some good stuff. It's gonna be painful. Ooh. Ouch. Well, we still gotta go with something. I hope. Oh, goodness. It's counter spells, kill spells, sweepers. It is pretty painful. That's for sure. But we have lots of bodies. The idea is have so many bodies that they have less removal than the bodies, pretty much. Eventually we get something down. Of course, Carnage Tyrant, the new Tyrannex Rex coming out in March of the Machines. I'm excited to use that. Possibly with Carnage Tyrant, because, I mean, we've seen today the counter spells and the removal, so much nasty stuff that can happen. I think I'm going to use those guys in combination, and it's going to be a pretty sight indeed. Definitely attack with Marauding. Maybe, you know, that little token is going to block Marauding Raptor, or they got Wandering Emperor, something like that. Settle the Wreckage, of course, although that's not super common. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Gain a bunch of life, dig for another sweeper. As nuts. Well, we still have 6 for Carnage Tyrant, so this is good. This is good. All is not lost. Can't stop that. It's always nice seeing them discard those sensors and various other things, but for the most part, the sensors there. Teferi. Now, if we can get to Unnatural Growth to come down next turn, that's going to be very good. I think there's a fairly low chance, although we've burned through... How many counter spells is it now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 counter spells. We risk Unnatural Growth or Regisaur Alpha. Unnatural Growth would win us. Let's try. Let's see. Cross the fingers. Well, maybe. Oh. Yes. Oh, look at that, folks. Ooh. Boom. Boom. My goodness. I'm glad some of you guys are watching right now. That was pretty good. I thought it was worth the chance. Again, we saw so many counter spells. There was maybe a good chance that they finally didn't have a counter spell in hand and pay 5 to get a second Carnage Tyrant, effectively doubling its power and toughness. I liked it. Yeah. Our saving grace, the saving thing for this deck oftentimes is shifting and Carnage Tyrant. Starting off with both of these bodies game 1 does give a very good chance against a deck that is counter, kill, but mostly counter spells. So Tyrannex Rex, adding that in as well, the ultimate scary control counter deck. If you have counter spells, you won't want to face Dinos when March of the Machines comes out. but a little bit more aggressive. Certainly Tameo safekeeping with the Indestructible. Very nice to save one big body from Supreme Verdict or any other sweeper that's destroying. Putting Indestructible on Carnage Tyrant, Ghalta, of course. Unnatural Growth did save us there. It got us the win, so I kind of want to keep it in, but I think there's a fairly low chance. Could be beneficial. Get a little bit better aggression with the rampaging. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I was expecting that as well. Very interesting for sure. I love this. I mean, 3 lands, 2 Huntmasters, and 2 things that can't be countered. Definitely what you want to be seeing against a deck like this. It almost feels like I have maybe a better chance against control type matchups. Maybe than Rakdos and stuff, which you wouldn't suspect, but it's probably due to shifting and marauding and stuff. This is not so bad. We got 3 lands next turn, so it's happened multiple times. I can go Huntmaster plus marauding. Of course, they could have counter spells, so we'll have to hope that's not the case. But at the very least, we'll keep playing multiple things, bodies. Got at least 4 lands, so we would get shifting or Regisaur next turn, I hope. Censor. Okay. Hopefully no fatal push for Huntmaster. Luckily, no fatal push. See how those counter spells are treating you. Or maybe they have Wandering Emperor. If they do, well, we're about to draw it out. I should have... Well, they had to play it eventually. Next turn we can go Regisaur Alpha if they do something to Huntmaster. Shifting, of course, but hopefully Regisaur Alpha. Maybe take out the Wandering Emperor there. They might have a sweeper. Maybe they were a little bit worried. If they made a Samurai, I would think maybe they don't have a sweeper. Hey, Cut, how's it going? It's going pretty good. Pretty good today. Hopefully you're going good. Doing good. Yes, some definitely amazing foils from Ixalan. I was pretty happy when I was able to do that. Also pretty happy to play things that can't be countered, like the good old classic fantastic Carnage T, which I do have multiple foil versions. You probably saw, I think I showed off my foil Carnage Tyrants. That was pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm just gonna smack him in the face, I think. I feel pretty good. Want to take him down as low as possible. Wandering Emperor, I'm not too worried about. If it was Teferi, they're drawing an extra card each turn and untapping lands. I don't like that, but just the Wandering Emperor, she can't exile Carnage Tyrant anyways because of hexproof, but sweepers do the trick. Okay, we're still good. I hope. Right, didn't pause at all there. I like that. Another Samurai. Okay, they definitely don't have a sweeper. That's gotta be. They would have swept and made the Samurai. That's for sure. That's looking pretty good. Shifting Ceratops next turn. Maybe not enough, but it's going to be close. Can give Shifting Trample as well, so that might be just what we need to get her done. Of course, they could have another Wandering Emperor, unfortunately. Get one of these Samurai First Strike, something like that. Ooh, nuts. We have enough lands, that's for sure. Usually need only about 5, especially with the cost reduction. I can play Carnage Tyrant easily, Ghalta, that sort of thing. Double Collected Company. 6 or less. I mean, there is Storm the Festival, which is very fantastic in Dinosaurs. Lots of stuff with a mana value 5 or less, and its permanence as well. So it does get more stuff. But it doesn't hit Carnage Tyrant, which I love. Ghalta. Maybe a couple copies of Storm the Festival would do the trick. I certainly love it. I think it is fantastic. But yeah, something that hits creatures, mana value 6 or less, 6 or more, something like that. It wouldn't be broken, of course, because it just wouldn't be. But guess we'll just keep swinging. Hope for the best. Down to 1. Oh boy. Hopefully we don't get more lands. See, you can still get flooded, even when you have only 20. But again, 20 lands with the cost reduction, the ramping from Topiary, Heraldic Banner, still feels very good. 22 maybe, but with 20, you know, there's a very good chance to at least see 3 lands by turn 3. Roughly, you should usually see that. See 3 by turn 3. Play your 2-drop, play something for 3 or 2, or a nice combination of reduction, of course. Ghalta would be nice. We'll see. Going a little bit downhill, though. Shifting Ceratops certainly could be super sneaky, surprise from left field. It can't be countered, can't be targeted by blue stuff. Shark Typhoon, I don't worry about all those tokens because shifting flies right past the blue shark tokens. So shifting, that's not shifting. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, it does seem pretty complicated. Hey, do you want to say hello to people? Okay. One second. Say hello.
Sorry, I was playing and talk.
Play and talk?
Those are my friends talking to me.
Your friends are talking to you? Oh.
I don't know idea.
Yeah, well, Daddy just lost.
Okay, that
Say, oh no.
they did lost. Oh no, I was lost. So I didn't know what.
But I'm gonna win this one.
Okay, yeah, win this one.
Okay, say bye-bye.
And to play and talk again.
Oh no, I gotta focus.
Or say, oh.
Hey, don't lick the microphone. People don't want to see you licking the microphone. I gotta focus. This is completely serious life and death happening right now. Whoa. That's pretty good. I mean, probably shouldn't have kept that, but a little occupied. Could be good, could be bad. Oh, hey, it survived. Okay. I got that key extra 1 to pay just so don't have to worry about censor, which is very nice. Hey. They were looking at Huntmaster. Ugh, wow, nuts. Okay. We're able to protect Huntmaster at the very least. Okay. You all gotta sit nicely if you're gonna stay here. You gotta sit nicely. you doing?
Is the sand already
You gotta sit. You gotta sit nicely.
down?
No, you can't stand. Stand. This is why. This is your ticket. Save your little accelerator. Hey. You what? That's okay. You gotta sit nicely. Hey, sit nicely. You just gotta sit still, okay? Yes. You gotta sit nicely. Leave the deck up. I'll be back in a second. Cruise it, but that was fantastic. Tamio safekeeping, coming in clutch. And yeah, I'll be right back. Definitely a stompy game, I think. I'll pause it there for now. Somebody is being a little bit fussy. She hasn't had a nap quite yet. A little bit shorter than I was hoping for. Shh. It's all right. But yeah, I'll be back hopefully sooner than the last time. Hopefully all you guys are doing well. Happy I could do it even for just a little bit. Not quite as much, but yeah. No, it was pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, let's see. Yes, hopefully you have a nice day as well. Cut everybody else. Remember, there's always room for improvement, and there's always time for a nap. Peace. See you next time.